So sorry that I have to make this into a part 2. But I guess it's good because I can send one video to Wix and the other one to Matrix. So, now what we're going to do is going to do a Melusi if we have a council. Council is one of the sites we do not have a V2 version of, so we only have a V1 version. What I described in the first video is V2 is probably, V1 is what I came up with. Another version of this is pretty simple. What you want to do is when you spawn in, you can do either one of two things. You can either go for your reinforcements first, on bathroom walls, or you can place your Melusis. But let's just say we get these reinforcements first. Reinforce. Okay. Now the first Melusi device we're going to play is this one on yellow. We're going to put it so far back for one reason, and that reason is that Jaeger's going to be playing top of yellow. Right? He's going to be looking around, he's going to be trying to gun people down. Once he hears, hey, the Melusi goes off, he can quick peek it or something. If you put the Melusi up here or something, by the time they hit the Melusi, Jaeger's already exposed and fucking dead. Now he gets a warning if the Melusi's down here. The second Melusi here is just gonna put this on spiral. This is not really to help any teammates or not to give intel. What was going to give intel eventually, but it's just to slow the attackers down and just annoy the crap out of them. Last Melusi, this is going to get intel for the castle camping in meeting. So when the castle camps in meeting, you know, he's looking up to connector, he's looking for the rotate, he's pixel peeking the, not pixel peeking, but peeking the CEO windows, and he's just like, oh wait, that's the Melusi behind me. Now he knows that it's there. Okay. It helps him get his flank, it gives the intel, it slows down the attackers. Now your job for this side is pretty simple, and that's just to roam admin office. Your job, not to waste time, you need to get some frags here. You need to keep control of admin and administration, and if you need help, ask a Valkyrie or Visual that are going to be roaming around you. So for example, let's say Visuals and Visa, you're like, there's two repelled on admin, you say, repelled on admin, yo Visual, can you come up to administration? I need some, like Visual, I kind of need some support in administration, or admin. He'll come up, he'll try to support you. If you can control his site and they get down to like a minute 30 or like minutes or post plant or plant, you get these nice flank routes into long desks. You can see into spiral. If you come through front office, you can rotate through meeting. Basic stuff like that. That's basically what you're going to do for Melusi on this site. Use Nitroso when needed. This will be broken, by the way. This wall. And down into Visa, you can use that if you want to. Yeah, that's basically what Melusi's going to do on Council in Meeting, or I should say CEO in Meeting Room V1 defense. There's no V2 version of this, so this is pretty simple. Hopefully this cleared up some of the questions that you might have, or I think before you're confused that you didn't know you needed to rotate that. I do admit some of this might be my fault because I didn't prepare as well as I think I should have, and it was just like, oh, where do I do this? Where do I do this? Oh my god, where do I do this? Okay, like where I put this, I'm like jumping from like, okay, let's do Maestro. Oh wait, I forgot about Valkyrie. Let's go back, and it was confusing. I do admit that was my fault. Now, Melusi's on V1 and V2. You're playing on both of them, so they're going to be the exact same. Melusi. 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 So these are going to have the same goals as the first Melusis, basically. They're going to be like, okay, slow down the attackers. Especially here, this is like a poet plan. Like, slow down the attackers. Don't let them get into sight. You know, this desk is completely indestructible. We can shoot it as much as we want. It would never get destroyed. Now, this Melusi, this is an intel gatherer. It's going to help the people camping on piano, or the dude on yellow, or someone like roaming west corridor or grass here. Hey, there's someone yellow, or just give us the intel and slow down the attackers when they push into the site. Grass, same thing. It's going to get intel to the roamers. Now the range for this grass one is interesting, to say the least, so we're going to place it down and see exactly what we got. So it is going to reach that staircase and like here. That's pretty good. This whole entire circle. So once they're in like grass, or they're pushing lobby, or they're like here on main spiral or bottom spiral, we know that. I'm going to say one spiral. It's just basically intel gathering. And then what you're going to do, you're going to head upstairs. You're going to reinforce these two walls. Okay, Maestro will break this hatch. In the normal version, they're going to break this hatch. Your goal here, basically just play vertically. You don't want to lose upstairs, because once the attackers get vertically, let's say they bring a buck, they're going to start smashing for these floors. And they're just going to get sight lines in sight, and then we're going to have to try to retake upstairs and the objective at the same time. It's going to be a difficult situation. You won't be the only one roaming up here. Jaeger will be supporting you from up here, too. And I think like someone else. Can't remember exactly right now. Talking in my head. Basically, what these reinforcements are here, which actually, what some people questioned before, is when you camp here, where are you exposed from? Okay, we're exposed from this door. Okay, we are exposed from this door. That's basically it. So now, if they want to try to pinch you down, they're going to have to waste their hard beach or utility on this wall, or they have to use buckshots or sledges and stuff on this soft wall that's going to waste their utility, and it's going to waste their time. They don't have a lot of time. They have 3 minutes. They have limited utility. Once you kill an operator on attacking, your utility's gone. If you die, you're still there. Your utility's still there. It can still work. It's a passive utility. It can still help out your team. That's where defense comes like pretty easy. It's basically your role in lobby lobby and piano. If you have any questions about that, please tell me when I send you this video. I'm picking up these Melusis because we're going to move downstairs into our archives in Teller's defense. So most of the site would be castled off. Where's that music? No, who cares? Most of the site's going to be castled off. It's going to be pretty simple. Now, actually, alright, never mind. So, Archives and Tellers only has one strategy. Okay, so we don't need to go over the V1, the V2 crap. It's going to be confusing. It's going to get you time to get used to. But I think once we get used to that, we can just lean back on different strategies and not just focus on one. And we can just, I don't know, I just think it's going to be a better team overall. We'll see. So, first Melusi we're going to place, grass. Great. It's not going to do anything. It's just going to slow down the attackers. Gives some intel. Lucy here. This is going to sonic your nitro cells. Now you can, this is going to be personal preference. If you want to hold the spiral, go ahead. Don't put a Lucy there. If you don't want to hold it, put a Lucy in service or bottom of Visa. If you want to hold it. If you don't, put it's opposite. Okay. Basically, there's going to be a lot of us downstairs. These hatches are going to be reinforced pulse. This is going to be broken. You'll be able to see straight into sight like that. Pulse is going to be going around and giving people intel and stuff. There's going to be pings coming out. If you're roaming around archives, just throw your nitro. Try to get the pick off. Even if you don't, it's going to create a sightline. What I would recommend is if you camp in security and you just help support your teammates from these stairs so they don't get flanked while they're focused on their nitro cells and Pulse is focused on trying to give intel. So, to recap all that we put, Lucy for lobby and piano for V1 and V2 are the same. Okay? That is actually the same. But you can go back in the video and review that. I'm not going to go over it right now. Archives and tellers. There's only one. Great. Upstairs. There's only one. Great. Garage, Lucy, you're not doing that. So if you have any questions, any concerns, any suggestions, DM me.